In the late 1980s and into the early 90s, one Christian hard rock band wore the armor of God, literally. They carried the gospel into clubs, festivals, and nations. I'm talking about Guardian.
Rocking you up for Jesus Christ with classic-style hard rock music and practical Bible teaching.
Formed in 1982 in Southern California by bassist David Bach and Paul Crawley, they were originally called Fusion. Standing out in LA's metal clubs, the band wore futuristic metal armor, inspired by Ephesians 6, the armor of God.
Gone through a million names, and we couldn't think of one, and finally our singer said, well, how about Guardian? Because we are guardians of the truth and all that. And not in a pompous sense, but that really has stuck with us in that we don't wear the space armor anymore, but we still feel that we're guardians, especially in kind of the dark world of rock, of God's ways and God's word. And that's where it lives on now. It originally started as a theatrical thing, but now I suppose it's deeper inside us now.
They signed to Enigma Records, and their debut album, First Watch, was released in 1989. That album was produced by Stryper's Oz Fox. It sounded great, man, and it sold fast. From day one, their mission was clear. Bold, Bible-rooted lyrics and authentic ministry on and off the stage.
There's a lot of things that drive me to be in a band and that type of thing. And when I was younger, there were things that were really important to me. And the older I get, the less and less those things become, important those things become. I really wanted to be a great guitar player. I really wanted to be a great songwriter. I love to play in the studio. I mean, I could live in a cave in a studio for weeks without eating. I love that. But I'll tell you something, the longer I'm in the industry, the longer I tour and play and that type of thing, I love all those things. But if it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't be doing it, because a lot of times the monetary rewards, money or those other things just really aren't there driving you, If it wasn't for the Lord and for being able to talk to those young people and share the Lord with them, share a piece of our lives, because, just going up to somebody, here, let me use your example, Jamie, and just touching that kid, looking him in the eye and stuff, and tell him that you care about him and that Jesus cares about him. You don't even know what God's going to do. He uses small things like that and really changes people's lives. And we really believe that. We really believe that if you're walking with the Lord and you have integrity in your spiritual life, that just the simplest things of like touching somebody or talking to them is going to make a difference in their life, because God can use that. And that's the only reason why I do this.
We hope we never become a sterile band. We want to show people God. We hope they'll look at us and see Jesus. Lead vocalist Jamie Rowe from an interview in 1993. They released Fire and Love in 1991, and that album propelled them to even bigger stages. Their video for the song Power of Love even made a splash on MTV's Headbangers Ball. Then came Miracle Mile in 1993. This album was hard rock kind of blended up with some R&B and acoustic gospel vibes. Then followed Swing Swang Swung in 1984, a full acoustic album. Buzz was released in 1995, and Bottle Rocket came out in 1997. And in 1999, Guardian released a tribute cover of Stryper's first EP, The Yellow and Black Attack. They titled it, The Yellow and Black Attack is Back. It's definitely worth checking out. And wrapping up their discography, they also released several albums in Spanish. So if that would be a blessing to you, man, it'd be really easy to look up and worth doing. In their early 90s, as I kind of already referenced, their music broke through into the mainstream a little bit, showing up even on MTV. They packed out shows across the U.S., Europe, and Latin America. Then, after years of ministry and touring, fans helped to bring the band back to life in 2014 by supporting a Kickstarter project called Almost Home. It was a powerful comeback, a blend of classic Guardian hooks, blended with the heart of a group of musicians who had grown deep in their faith walk with Jesus. Between albums, the guys in the band poured into others, writing, producing, and even mentoring up-and-coming artists. In 2017, Guardian partnered with Whitecross for a very special release called Revival. Two legendary bands, one mission, celebrating decades of faith-filled rock. So what's Guardian's legacy? Well, courageous musical growth for sure. They were never afraid to pivot and try new things. But in a far bigger way, of course, it was their testimony and their message that they proclaimed loud and proud about Jesus. Songs like Dr. Jones,
Dr. Jones and the Kings of Rhythm.
Curiosity Killed the Cat,
Curiosity killed the cat. Wow!
Sweet Mystery,
And it's a sweet mystery.
and Power of Love
We got the power of love.
helped a generation to keep their eyes fixed on and follow Jesus. From armored stages to Spanish worship-filled plazas, Guardian demonstrated that hard rock can be holy ground, and that excellence in art is a form of worship and evangelism. Dude, if you've never heard Guardian or you haven't listened to them in a while, I've got Fire and Love queued up for you right here. Click on it, man. Let it rock you up. Keep your eyes on Jesus.